Coming up on UTD TV News, a UT Dallas alumnus develops the brewery. Also, the UTD Dining Hall gains a new chef. Plus, Central Track is leaving its mark in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. All this and much more starting right now on UTD TV News. Thanks for tuning in to UTD TV News. I'm Jenny Sundaresan. The student government elections are approaching fast. The filing for candidates to campaign opens February 25th through March 22nd. To run for president or vice president, you need to have served at least one semester in the Senate and a minimum of a 3.0 GPA. To run for senator, you need an above 2.75 GPA. Students can vote on March 27th, 28th, and the 29th. A link to vote online will be released on March 27th. A UT Dallas alumnus turns his passion into a profession. Courtney Cox brings us more on Petty-Colas Brewery.
Most law school grads go on to open law firms or work for the courts. But Michael Petty-Colas, a former UT Dallas student who graduated in 1995, took a different route and turned his passion for home brewing into a full-on business. After doing home brewing for some time, they developed a passion for beer, and someone approached Petty-Colas about investing in a new brewery startup.
And she says, why don't we do this ourselves? And that's kind of when the little light bulb went off over our heads and like, why don't we do this ourselves? And that was in 2010. And so that's when I enrolled with the American Brewers Guild and took their intensive brewing science and engineering course and started to learn how to scale up my little 5-gallon batches I was doing at home into, 450, 500 gallons.
Petty-Colas Brewing Company now has 6 beers served at almost 90 bars and restaurants in the DFW Metroplex.
Scottish Ale, the Great Scott, which is the second beer I brewed, also won Best Scottish Ale in the United States Beer Tasting Championship in the Southwest and Rockies region. So I brought that back for just a little limited release. I brewed a little bit of that, and I have some of the 20,012 batch that I did last year, and I've done a vertical tasting here and there. Those are the beers I've brewed so far, but you're going to have to wait to see what's coming next.
The brewery is open for tours the first and third Saturdays of the month from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Admission costs $10, cash only. Upon entry, you will receive a Petty-Colas Brewing Company glass and 3 wooden nickels worth a complimentary beer each.
Y'all should all go to that little pub that y'all have now and tell them, look, y'all need to get local beer because, I'm an alumni. Let's get some good beer there. Someone told me y'all have like Bud Light. That's not even beer.
Reporting from Dallas, this is Courtney Cox for UTD TV News.
UTD Dining Hall hired new chef Gene Cristiano, and our own Oscar Sanchez brings us insights on the new changes.
I'm here at the dining hall where students come to enjoy a good meal after a long day of work. The dining hall is under new leadership in which, for him, nothing's more important than getting good food for the students.
Spent the last 4 years with Central Market, working in a high-volume food production.
The dining hall has several stations where students can get fresh food or several international dishes.
Over in Menutainment, we do a lot of fun and creative things with a pasta station or salads or wraps. Well, we've added quite a few new things to the new menu this semester, but one that really strikes home to me is our global bar. It's located in your region, your world. It's a medley of international salads from baba ganoush, hummus, dolmas, tomato cucumber salad, and couscous salad.
In the past, students say they haven't been very pleased with the quality of the food, but now they say things are improving.
The food kind of feels a little more homemade, like there's more variety, and it's not like, oh, we pulled this out of the freezer and into the oven and here you go.
The dining hall has addressed the issue of having too little to eat during the odd hours with a new sandwich and wrap case that was once a dessert counter, available at all times of the day.
I like that the case has sandwiches in it now, because a lot of times I will have to come in at like 4 o'clock or right after lunch, but still before dinner, and there's an option there for me, and I don't have to spend a lot of time making it.
Although things are improving here at the dining hall, the students still want to see some changes, like staying open later and opening earlier on the weekends.
And then I feel like on Sundays, my friends and I wish we could come here before we go to church at 9 to get breakfast, but it doesn't open until 11.
So hopefully the students will continue to see changes coming to the dining hall. The dining hall has added a feedback board and is open to all suggestions from the students. Come visit the dining hall and try out the new food.
Utilize a dry erase board that's located on the side of the dining hall to kind of get comments on what's going on, what people like, what's hot, what's not. We use this board to directly impact our menu to make immediate changes for our students here at UTD.
This is Oscar Sanchez with UTD TV.
A rising trend among students, leaving valuables out unsupervised. Aaron Manns investigates what is being done to stem the tide of theft.
Bags, backpacks, electronics, and more left unattended by UTD students, just waiting to be picked up by a crooked comet. Every day, students lose valuables, trusting that their fellow comets will look and not touch.
Other students have been quite willing to watch my stuff and keep it safe while I go off to do something or other. And I always find everything where I left it when I come back.
UTD Crime Prevention Officer David Spiegelmeier says that this blind faith may be misplaced.
The biggest problem that we have, I like to call it the trust factor. We actually have students and staff who leave valuable items lying around unsecured and unattended, such as in the library, Comet Cafe, or the dining hall. Students will set up their laptop computers and then go up to go get a drink of water, get something to eat, use the bathroom, talk to another student, and they leave their property just lying there unsecured. And that's a big problem because those items are so easily stolen, and it's a high target item. Anything electronic, iPhones, iPads, tablets, laptop computers, you name it. If you leave it, you'll lose it.
This little orange card is the police department's way of combating the theft epidemic. It gives a friendly warning to inattentive students to be more mindful of their property.
There are little orange cards that say, if I were a crooked comet, I would have stolen your property. And so last year, 2012, I gave out 1,150 of these cards, both in the parking lots and in the buildings, to demonstrate how many criminal opportunities we're creating here on campus.
Upon losing an item, it's important not to panic. Each building has a lost and found center where several lost items can be found. McDermott Library receptionist Tori Kohler says an average of 10 items end up in her building's lost and found each day.
The stuff we normally get at the library is just miscellaneous items such as water bottles, laptop chargers, stuff like that.
But the most personal and important possessions are statistically underrepresented in these instances, and their loss can have devastating consequences. With these orange cards, the UTD Police Department hopes to bring awareness to this issue and prevent students from losing invaluable possessions.
But that's our biggest problem on campus as far as just leaving property out. We have to stop doing that, locking our offices, locking our cars, locking our doors, and removing those opportunities.
Reporting from Richardson, Aaron Manns, UTD TV News.
Central Track, the UTD Artist Residency located in downtown Dallas, is making a name for itself around the world and around campus. Here's Mike Pinkney with more.
Central Track brings international artists to live and work at its studio in Dallas, immersing them in the local culture and exposing local artists to an international perspective.
You know, one of the missions of Central Track is to bring artists from all over the world to Dallas.
And with the 2013 Texas Biennial Open Call for Art, an exhibition opportunity open to all Texas artists, Central Track seems more determined than ever to help local artists make connections.
As an art student, I'm definitely looking for places to show my work. Central Track really seems to be interested in the local art scene.
With a commitment to local and international art, Central Track seems poised to take the Dallas art scene to the next level. This is Mike Pinkney with UTD TV News.
Take a break from studying and enjoy these upcoming events. Wednesday, UTD Cinematheque, the School of Arts and Humanities, and Fraternity and Sorority Life screens Bully in the Johnson Performance Hall. Also, the UT Dallas Chess Program and the McDermott Library brings award-winning documentary producer and director Katie Della Maggiore, and Friday, the Comet Swing Society hosts Swing Dance Night in the Galaxy Rooms. That's all the time we have for this newscast. For all the latest happenings and news about UTD, be sure to check out our website and Facebook page. Until next time, keep it cool, Comets.